Hi, it's the Human Swiss Army Knife here, and we're with an RV. My RV, I got a Forest River RLB 252. If that means anything to you, it's a 25-foot RV trailer. And one of the things that I never knew that you had to look at, or that you should look at, and most people don't know anything about, and that is the water heater anode. Well, what the heck is a water heater anode? Well, the water heater anode is actually something that goes in the water heater. It's a long tube, and it goes in the water heater, and it keeps the water heater from corroding because it corrodes on itself. This one right here is in here, and you'll see typically like a nut. Now I use a 27 millimeter socket, and it's 3/8 to 1/2, so you probably need a reduction for it, or an expansion for it to get, because these are usually 1/2 inch, anything in the 27 to 1/1/16, I think it is. So I'm going to take it out and let you see what a true anode looks like. This is a brand new anode, and there's actually two types of anodes. There's one that is magnesium, and that's if you have really good water in your area and you're not worried too much about that much corrosion. And then there is the zinc aluminum one that you can buy. These are all on Amazon, and I'll give you the links for them. What the zinc and aluminum does is, if you have nasty water that smells like rotten eggs when you're camping, and we've done that, my wife is on the other end, and we've had nasty water, we didn't understand what that was like. And so with this in there, it will help curtail that smell of water, sulfur burning water. Now these are two new ones, right? So the reason why I didn't know it, when I pulled mine out, it looked like this.
Wait.
Look at that. There's like nothing there. It's gone. Okay, it did its job. It took away all of the crud and kept the water heater good. So now I'm going to put the other one in, the new one, and I'm going to use the zinc one because we do have places where we've gone in the east where it's been actually Midwest even, where we had nasty water. Now I'm going to tell you that trying to take this thing in, first, when you put this one back in, it's a breeze to stick back in. This, you can sit here and play with your fingers all day and try and get this to go in. It's the weight of the rod itself, because it's so long, pushing down, and you can't get it level. When you're trying to put it in, it won't go in usually with your fingers. I mean, I've sat here and go, I got strong fingers, and you may even have awkward areas. So what I thought was I had bad threads or what have you. Both of them act the same way. So what I did was I stuck a paper towel in here. All right, and the paper towel made this stick out enough to catch the threads, so I could literally push this in here and apply pressure so it would be even, and while the threads take. Okay, otherwise,
I was smart.
yep, otherwise you're going to sit there all day doing this. So the other thing I want you to do before you put this back in, and you can do this a couple of different ways, you can stick a coat hanger in there, and you can like move it around and try and get the crud out of there. And you can take a hose. I wouldn't necessarily recommend a high pressure washer, but it'd probably be okay. And make sure that if you're winterizing your water heater, there's two valves on the other side that keep the water from coming out of the water heater to isolate it. Make sure you got those on. And if you've ever winterized or looked up what winterizing is, usually the water heater gets isolated. So take a hose, maybe with a sharp little point on it that does a nice little focused, and you're going to get more crud and more crap out of there than you would believe, even if your water heater is just like a year old or what have you. So put that back in. You're also going to want to put thread lock on this, so just use tape, and Any type of liquid or gas tape will work well, Teflon tape, and that'll keep it from leaking. So I'm going to leave that there. So if you like what you see, scribble at the bottom and hit the bell, because you never know what you're going to get. Human Swiss Army knife. We're out.